Starting now. Oh, it's live! Yay! Welcome to my first and probably only podcast that I'm going to do ever. I am here. I'm joined today with Justin. Say hi.
Hi. Hi, I exist.
So, um, today we'll be talking about DLC. What the? Who is fucking watching this?
I don't know. Somebody.
It says one viewer, but I don't know who's fucking watching this. Okay, so wait, can I check who the viewer is?
I don't think so.
Oh, I can only fucking ad block it. Damn it. Okay, so I'm gonna start this off with a little bit of context. So I was playing this game, Lego Marvel Avengers, which is the most recent Lego Marvel game. Uh, and once I beat it and got all the characters, but not all the gold bricks, which I'm currently trying to get all the gold bricks right now, I realized that we were missing quite a few characters that were in the first game, because I felt as if the first game was a love letter to Marvel fans, all that also like Lego, and had a lot to do with the Lego sets. Like it had like a bunch of characters that had fucking Stan Lee that could literally do anything, and but in this game we didn't get Spider-Man, we didn't get Deadpool, which are the two most popular characters in Marvel ever, and we didn't get like Wolverine. We didn't get a bunch of characters like that, and I was confused to why. Uh, and we did get Spider-Man DLC, but that doesn't really count. And I was confused to why. And it kind of made me angry that they got rid of so many characters and so many features that were in the first game, and completely changed the formula. Added things, or they took out more things than they added, and that kind of infuriated me. And they had more characters in the first game than they do in the newest game, including DLC. Which leads us to our topic, DLC. So, Justin, would you like to start off with whatever you're going to say?
Well, I mean, DLC is kind of a broad topic. I mean, I think some of it, depending upon how the developer does it, is good, and it helps them support the continuous development of a certain game. Take The Witcher 3, for example. They did a really good job on DLC. I forget what, I think it's Bloodwine or whatever it is that just came out. Is a really big, expansive new story DLC, and they had a few free little bits of add-on content that you could download as well um, when the game first launched and for like that first month. Um, but I don't think getting rid of DLC is the answer to the issues that it has. I think it's more of developers doing it correctly. That's the problem.
Oh, that's what I think. I think certain types of DLC should be paid for and not paid for. It's like expansions. Like, so I think for story aspects, if they were trying to add more to the story, they should do something like an expansion. And if they're trying to do something like add more characters, maybe that should be paid. Like characters and weapons should be paid, and maybe expand for a game like Destiny, for example, which had expansions and DLC and stuff like that. But the expansions were used at or marketed as a completely different game, which I don't really see the Taken King as a new game per se. Uh, but I think that, and I can't take all the credit for this because my friend put this thought in my mind, but I think that expansions should be free and they should do story stuff, and then the paid content would be characters. For
I
example, in oh,
I
go on, go on.
disagree. I think it should be the other way
Oh,
around, where like characters and stuff like that should be free, and the story and other things should be paid. Because
well, it depends on what type of game you're playing.
that's also true. Like I don't know, a really story-driven game, yeah, probably all the story should be available for whoever purchases the game. But maybe little bits of additional content like extra characters or weapons or whatever, maybe those could be paid for. It all varies kind of game to game. I guess it also matters how well it's priced. Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
actually here's the so if I share my screen reel here, right here, Payday 1, which is a game I played for about 25
Okay.
hours. I played it for a very long time. Had a piece of DLC called the Wolf Pack, and also the soundtrack. But
What did it do? Just add fucking wolf masks?
no, it added, if I scroll down, it added a handgun, a primary weapon, a secondary weapon, a deployable equipment, 2 extra missions, an entirely new skill tree, upgrades that were part of that skill tree, and some. You could invite your friends to play on DLC maps, even if those friends didn't own the DLC, as well as 6 Steam achievements. Nobody really cares about that.
Okay.
And that was like $10. So that's
Okay.
3 weapons, 2 new missions, and some other stuff for $10. Now, if I compare that to the second game in the Payday series, Payday 2, let's pick a random DLC here, the Diamond. The Diamond includes. This is. I think it's typically $5 or $4. It's
Like-
close to $5.
Like $4 or $3.
Yeah. So it's about half the price of the other one. This includes the mission, the Diamond, which is, to be fair, it's a pretty good heist. 4 masks. Nobody really cares about that. Some patterns and shit to decorate that mask, and that's it. It includes 1 heist and 4 masks for like $4.
And it's about the half. And it's about the half of the price that the.
The Wolfpack was. Now let's pick another one that's a bit better. Where Point Break Heist. Also, yes, I know I'm a bad person because I own about half of these DLCs, but it is 2 new heists and the Baby Deagle, along with some new melee weapons and masks and shit that nobody really cares about. So this is a bit better, but this is $7. This is 1 weapon plus 2 heists for $7. This is far too expensive for what you get.
And if I can talk about Saints Row 4 for a bit, Saints Row 4 for Steam had a lot of DLC, like a shit ton of DLC, and as if it was worth it, because like all you got it was about like $40 for all the DLC in total. Fucking Nick's
$64.
calling. Shut up.
For all the DLC,
What
it's
the-
$64.
Oh no, Nick's calling.
Just tell him to fuck off.
Jesus Christ. So it's about $60 for a few skins. Like you get a few new weapons, which is cool, but those are the weapon packs, and then you get like a few skins that nobody cares about, or like nobody, like a few costumes, like President masks and shit like that nobody uses or nobody's gonna use. So
Yeah. Is the Sims 3 on Steam? I forget. Yeah, Sims 3 is on Steam. Sims 3 is one of the biggest culprits of DLC I think I've ever seen. $300.
Sims 3 is a cash grab, and all the DLC, like I remember
Sims 3 DLC cost almost $400.
I remember the advertisement for the I forget what type of pack it was, but it was for the Halloween pack where you can make your skin a werewolf or like a vampire or some shit like that. And it wasn't adding that much content. It wasn't adding like anything new, like retail wise. So to add to your house, it just added pure things
This
to
is
add to
probably
your
the one you're
Sims.
talking about, the Supernatural pack.
Yeah,
So let's
and
see what this is.
they priced it at $20, and as a
All
kid,
of the
even I
DLC
thought
is
that was a
$20.
bit overpriced. Yeah,
So you can learn to cast spells and find rare ingredients. So I guess you get a little bit of extra gameplay. You get an art style to decorate your home with. You can have a gothic style.
oh, so you do get stuff for your house. I was wrong.
Yeah. Um,
But who wants to fucking get a gothic style for the house?
also, why is that $20?
And my aunt, she loves it. My aunt loves The Sims. She has every single Sims game and every single piece of DLC for the Sims game. And she spent fucking $400 on this game. And that's unbelievable to me. That is honestly unbelievable to me.
I'm just gonna go over to The Witcher 3 and find their DLC real quick. If I can figure out how to use GOG real quick, because I don't use it that much.
But I think two good ways to do, because we have to remember, companies are doing this so they can get money. Like they still need to make money so they can make more games and stuff like that. But I don't think this is the right way to do it. For say, for example, let's take Overwatch. For to get the extra heroes and more heroes and stuff like that, all you need to do is update your game. That's all it is. You update your game, you get more heroes, no matter if you're on Xbox One, PS4, or PC. The only piece of purchasable content in that game are loot boxes. And that's the only thing. Loot boxes are completely optional. 100% optional. They're only for cosmetics, and if you're not into cosmetics, then you don't need to buy loot boxes. Well, and if you are into cosmetics, then and like event drops by like the Summer Games for the Halloween one so far, drop the money on it, and that's how the money, other than making people pay monthly for World of Warcraft.
Okay, so The Witcher 3 Blood Wine came out. It's a full expansion pack for Witcher 3. Includes new like story, new areas, and new items, of course, and stuff like that. This is $20. That is the exact same price as a piece of DLC for Sims 3 that adds new costumes and a few new items to your house. And maybe a little bit extra gameplay.
So every single Sims DLC.
So this is 7.2 gigabytes for $20.
That's dumb.
I mean,
The not the Witcher one, the fucking Sims thing.
yeah, no, the Sims one's really dumb. This is actually really good DLC. I would be okay with this being priced at more than $20.
So if I can switch over to Smash Bros right now. And I know it's a fucking Smash Bros channel, but you know what? I fucking like the game, and I think they handle their DLC well. So, fuck you. I feel like what I don't like a lot is planned DLC. Like you get your game and you plan it to have fucking cash grab pieces of shit. But I thought, I mean, the DLC isn't absurdly priced. It's not cheap, but it's not absurdly priced.
Like $4 to $5 for most of this.
Yeah, and
then like
and nobody fucking
buys
buys
like $2.
and nobody buys the fucking Mii Fighters costumes. Cares about them, but you should still look at them because they are they're cheap, but they're fucking
These seem like
just
skins.
cosmetics. Yeah, they are skins.
Those are like 75 cents. Those aren't outrageously priced, even though they look extremely dumb.
So, but at the beginning, when we first got Smash Bros. Released, we were like super fucking. They announced Mewtwo and shit in the 30 or 50 Factor Extravaganza, and we were hyped. But he was paid DLC, and people were super bummed about that. Except for if you had both games on both consoles, then and you signed up for like Club Nintendo, then you got two copies of the soundtrack for 3DS and Wii U, but also you got Mewtwo for free. And then even then, when they released him at original discounted price.
Wait, so Mewtwo is a character in Smash that actually has like special abilities and shit that other characters don't get?
Yeah, Mewtwo. All the characters you see are their fucking own characters, like Lucas,
Oh,
Bayonetta, Corrin,
okay.
Cloud. Yeah, they're completely new characters. They're not skins. They're not anything. They're new characters to the game.
I mean, I'm not that into Smash, so I don't know how much content a character actually counts as, per se. So I can't
A
comment on
lot,
the pricing.
because you can have your fucking classic mode and all star and shit like that. But at the end of the day, Smash Bros is all about the characters. So the characters are a lot of content for Smash Bros.
Yeah.
But
Like,
the thing is, like, you can get Mewtwo for free, which is a cool thing, and then they had like this big fucking all these like fucking big announcements and shit, and everything got leaked, and nobody cared about like Roy and Ryu, which should have been fucking hella hype, but they were leaked like the day before. But Bayonetta and Corrin and Cloud weren't leaked, which was amazing. Getting off Smash Bros. Because like
I don't really
I don't want
issue
this.
with this.
I
Because
don't want this to be Smash Bros. The entire time. But also the stages are pretty fun. Like Mario Maker is a pretty fun casual stage, and we got more fucking tournament legal stages, which was cool because we didn't have that many to begin with in Smash 4.
Yeah, I don't really have as much of a issue with this because I mean some of them even come with a stage. Those are like $6 though. These seem to be fairly priced for what you get. What I really have an issue with is things like the Destiny DLC, which was what we know now was. Well, no, it was originally planned to be part of the game. Like the base game that you bought for what was Destiny was like $60, and it was cut out to make DLC.
Mm-hmm.
I don't approve of that. Same day one DLC and DLC that gets cut out of the game is awful. Mass Effect did it. Fucking Destiny did it. A lot of EA games have done it, where things are done on release yet aren't released with the game. They're either released later as DLC or even released on day one as DLC.
And that goes with what I was talking about earlier with planned DLC. If you need to put something into the game but have a deadline to meet, then don't put it into the game and make it free DLC or delay the fucking game.
Actually, if I go to page 2, I'm pretty sure they started doing like some of the very first things they did were free. Some of these are just updates that are for some reason listed as DLC, like the Diamond Store Heist, Charlie Santa Heist, the Death Wish update. That's literally called the Death Wish update. Election Day Heist. These are free, and some of them. Let's see. What's the first bit of paid DLC? November 14th, 2013. I believe. Any of these happened in 2013? No. Oh nope. September 13th. So some of the first. The Diamond Store Heist easily could have been DLC, but it wasn't. So they started out with a more reasonable business practice. They had like armor transport, which was a set of like 4 heists, I think, plus 4 guns, plus like 4 masks, and obviously decals and other things to customize them. They started out doing kind of alternating between free DLC and paid DLC, and then when they saw how much money this stuff made them, it started getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse until now we're getting like the biker pack was split into 2 different things released on the same day. One contains the character plus the shotgun. The other contains the heist plus the SMG. That easily could have just been one piece. Oh, and they're both like $7.
That could have just been fucking one thing of DLC that cost like
one's $5, the other's $7. That's like $12 of DLC right there. That's easily could have fit into one maybe $5 DLC or $4, because really one heist is not a lot of content for Payday 2. You cannot play one heist over and over and over and over and over again without getting bored.
There's Lego. Can you go to the Steam page for Lego Marvel Avengers
Sure.
and DLC for this? And jumping off topic to back to Lego Marvel Adventures, but still about the DLC. I'm actually mad how you have to fucking make Spider-Man packs on there, right? Spider-Man character pack. I'm actually fucking mad that they have to make Spider-Man paid DLC.
Nope, he's free
The
DLC.
Tom Holland Spider-Man is free. No, Tom Holland Spider-Man is free.
Oh.
But there's a pack that comes with. Here, let me check on my Wii U. There's a pack that comes with Spider-Girl, Miles Morales, Peter Parker, Spider-Man, Scarlet Spider, and Iron Spider. And that makes me mad that you have to pay to play as fucking Spider-Man in a Lego Marvel game. Civil War character pack, what the fuck? I didn't even get that. That's bullshit.
Wait, you bought you bought the season pass and didn't get the Civil War character pack?
Yeah, that leads me to another thing about DLC, but not a problem with the
Misleading
game.
season passes?
No, the problem with the fucking Wii U, where, as you may or may not be able to tell, no matter what people say, I love Lego games. They're still fun to me, even though I'm not a fucking 5-year-old anymore. Especially the fucking old Lego Star Wars games. Those are my favorite. Like Star Wars and Indiana Jones were my favorite ones.
Is a great game. I played that on my PSP.
And I like Lego Marvel Superheroes because it's super fucking open world, and once you're done with the game, you got all the characters and shit, which was a little tedious. You have your fucking entire world to enjoy, and you can do like mods, you can do custom characters, and you can do missions and shit and get more characters. But what really bothered me, or not, what I don't know what I'm fucking about to say. What bothers me now is you can't get DLC for the Wii U for Lego games, which was really annoying for me because I beat fucking Lego Batman 3, which wasn't as like good as Lego Batman 2 and shit. But I'm like, hey, well, how do I make this boring game to like a fun game? Maybe I can just like start making teams. And I was gonna make the Teen Titans, and we had Beast Boy, Robin, and Starfire. Beast Boy, Robin, and Cyborg, but we didn't have Starfire and Raven. So I looked it up online if there's DLC for the game, and there is. I'm like, oh shit, let me go to the eShop so I can buy this shit. And it's not there. This Lego. The only reason I wanted a Lego Marvel Avengers is because it's literally the fucking only piece of. It's the only Lego game with a piece of content to the boring ass game. At least the extra content is kind of worth it because you do get to play. You do get to play as Spider-Man. You do get more customization options, but and you get more levels. But it just annoys me that you can't play as just because it's fucking based off of the movies, and it's just annoying. It's tedious, and I don't like how you can't get the DLC on the fucking Wii U. But that's my problem, not owning more consoles, and then it's not the game's problem. So, okay.
Again, example of good DLC: Castle Crashers. They had 2 new characters.
Yeah, Castle Crashers has great DLC, $3, 2 new characters, and the characters are fun.
$2.
They're
both
like
$1.
they're both the same as the every single other character, of course, because all the characters in that game are the same. But they give you new weapons
and like some new pets.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Oh, it does give you 1 new pet for the. Oh yeah, 2 new pets actually. I was wrong. But it gives you new weapons. It gives you 2 new characters and 2 new pets, and every character has a different ability or different looking ability, but they all function the same way. But they all do slightly different things. While doing the same thing. And Castle Crashers has some pretty damn good DLC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the real distinction that needs to be made is the difference in between DLC, microtransactions, and expansion packs.
Yeah.
DLC is like one character, one new weapon, or something like that. Should be fairly cheaply priced, like or a cosmetic pack, things like that. That should be like $1, $5 max. Microtransactions are typically really, really small shit. I don't know if I can actually show you without opening Warframe. But Warframe has some pretty.
Microtransactions like fucking like buying the crystals
Yeah, you can buy.
to get like weapons and shit.
Yeah, you can buy platinum to get weapons and shit. Like buying in-game currency to
Like
get.
for fucking app games or like for phone apps where you can like, oh, buy this so you can get this or whatever.
Yeah, it's gems or gold or platinum or whatever you want to call it. That's like microtransactions, uh, where they encourage you to buy little bits one at a time, so it doesn't look like a shit ton of money, but it ends up being a shit ton of money.
Actually, I was just thinking of fucking I don't know why I was thinking of it, but Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing Transformed doesn't have DLC, but it made me think of because but in the song Sega All Stars Racing Transformed, it has somebody from the Yogscast, and that made me think of, oh, racing games with fucking YouTubers in it. And that made me think of speedrunners, which I don't know if you have or if
Jesus
you've fucking
Christ,
heard
how
of.
fast do you think, my friend?
I don't, do you have that game?
Speedrunners? No. If I can spell.
It's a it's a really fun game, uh, where you can where you get DLC where you can get fucking YouTubers.
Yeah,
Like you
so
get
this
PewDiePie, you
is
can get PewDiePie,
$3.
Dodgers,
Three
Strippin,
dollars for four
Ken,
characters.
and you can get Markiplier and fucking PBG
Yeah, PBG, Urbax,
and
Nova, and
Nova.
Jessica.
Yeah, and it's
Um,
and
I
then like later on you can and later on they added fucking more characters. They added the guy from fucking what's it called? Gang Beasts. Like they added the little blob dude that can change colors depending on what team you are in one of the
oh,
updates.
this is another
So
thing. This appears to have trails that you can buy.
and those are microtransactions, but you can also buy them in game.
Well, I mean, I don't know if these are microtransactions.
Uh,
I don't know if they're.
well, because they're
I
small
would
enough
count these
to
as like cosmetic DLC.
yeah.
I mean, they are exceedingly small, but I mean,
You can unlock them in game though. So
you can. Oh, then
yeah,
yeah, I'd call these. If it's just like time skips, I would call those microtransactions.
yeah.
Um, yeah, like if you can get it anyways, yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. If you can get the item anyways, and but you're just skipping time, it's microtransaction. Um, or like buying single use items and shit like that, that's a microtransaction. Um,
And here comes the fucking the generic topic of the week. For example, PewDiePie, whatever Tuber Simulator, whatever it's called, got the money, got the little bucks that I bought 2,000 of with the Google Play card that I had nothing to do with.
mhm.
Um, that is a microtransaction because you can get them in game, but you get them in very small amounts, like your gold or whatever,
Yeah,
and you can buy them. You can use to buy really rare stuff.
yeah. Paid currency is microtransactions. Time skips are microtransactions. Um, items that you can't get through normal means and you have to pay for is DLC, which should be
Well, and
priced.
inclusions to the game.
Yeah, which should be priced anywhere from like $1 to $5 max, and then anything that adds a decent amount of content, like I don't know, like 5, 7, 10 new weapons or um, a story expansion or things like that. That's expansion packs, and those can be priced appropriately for the amount of content given. Um, trying to think of a game that isn't The Witcher 3 that's done expansion packs really well. The Payday 1 DLC, World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft has some pretty good good paid DLC.
I mean,
Like, I think it's pretty well.
I don't like paying for subscriptions, so that's why I don't really like
Well, yeah,
WoW. But I mean,
but
their expansion
it's
packs are pretty good if you didn't have to pay for the subscription as well. I think
because
later
in game
on,
you can.
Guild Wars 2 got some pretty good expansion packs. It's been forever since I played Guild Wars.
If you are fucking good at World of Warcraft, or you've played for a long time, or if number one, if you play World of Warcraft, if you don't know, you should know. There's a way for paying your subscription off, but you don't need to pay for your subscription with actual money. But you have to be really good at the game. You have to have a lot of stuff. You can legitimately pay for your subscription with in-game gold.
Huh. So you go grind
more.
for legendary, sell them on the auction house, and then pay for your subscription with that.
Yeah.
That's an interesting idea. However, I know the WoW economy is tanking so much that that's going to start being unreasonable pretty soon.
Michael Jerry hasn't fucking played WoW, or actually he probably has, but he that's how he pays for his subscription, because he's fucking rich in that game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, honestly.
Yeah, I doubt Soda Poppin pays for his subscription either. But then again, that guy's literally made of money. Yeah, I mean, I think developers should be, if their game's going to have a lot of DLC or a lot, then it should be priced fairly cheaply, and then just expect people to buy the DLC if they like the game.
Yeah.
If they're going to do similar to Call of Duty, have the 4 big expansion packs, which I don't really have a problem with Call of Duty system, where they have the 4 big expansion packs that add new maps and new, like, I think it's 4 new multiplayer maps plus a zombies map for $15. And
a bit off topic, but still on the topic, like a bit off topic of DLC.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to point it out there because people fucking I don't know if people still like Five Nights at Freddy's, but Five Nights at Freddy's recently had a new game.
Yep.
And I'd just like to mention, everybody bitches about fucking Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed Unity having a game every year.
Mm-hmm.
But
one every 2 months.
Five Nights at Freddy's had the first 4 games in the span of 1 year. So they're gonna do that for a while.
That's 1 game every 3 months.
Yep.
That must have just printed a money for that guy.
But it wasn't even fucking 1 game every 3 months. It was fucking 1 game, like a few months later. Yeah, it probably was 1 game every 3 months, but...
To be fair, those all could have been released as expansion packs. There was almost nothing different.
Well, I mean, it felt like different games. Like, they were different. They were all... In general, they're all just fucking sit in your office and protect yourself, but
I know
they had different gameplay things.
More than likely, all worked on the same engine, but adding features does not constitute, like, adding the minimal amount of features that those added between games does not constitute a whole new release.
Well, at least they're fairly priced. Like, the fucking every single game.
I never bought them, so.
Well, yeah, but all the games do like the first game is a bit overpriced, like $8 for like probably the worst game in the entire series, but all the games after that came to the price as a usual fucking DLC, like $7 to $5.
Okay, so I guess that's not that bad. Yeah, I don't have really an issue with like the Black Ops, the Call of Duty series, DLCs. I played. Let's see here. It's roughly 7 hours campaign, about 100 hours between campaign and multiplayer. So probably 250 hours of Call of Duty Black Ops 2. And I have all the DLC for that. So I paid $50 for the season pass that got me all of the DLC except for the cosmetic packs, which were like how much were the cosmetic packs? They were like $1 or something.
I wouldn't know. I don't fucking play COD anymore. I played COD when it was a fucking. I played COD when it was a world or a war shooter. Now it's a fucking space shooter.
Yeah. Black Ops
I love how
2,
the new COD trailer is the most disliked fucking video game trailer.
I mean, okay.
Ever.
To be fair, there was a lot of cosmetic DLC. Now that I look at it, for
Jesus Christ!
that's all camos and shit though. So like
Okay.
I don't know, the Afterlife pack that was $2, and I think you got what did you get? Is this just the one camo, or did you get Mob of the Dead, Black Ops 2, Afterlife? Blue glowing weapon skin, 3 otherworldly reticles, and all new Mob of the Dead themed calling cards. So you got one weapon. That's a bit overpriced. Maybe 99 cents for this would have been more appropriate. But still, I don't have as much of an issue with that as the fucking $20 Sins DLC.
I still want to know who the one viewer is. I know it's one of our friends, so just fucking message me on Skype if you're just watching this.
It's JYDS. I don't know. I don't know who that is, but is somebody.
Is it you?
No, I'm watching, but I'm not the one viewer. There's somebody else in the chat. If you want to see chat, you have to have your broadcast open in another tab and then mute it.
I know.
Yeah.
I know Nick was watching the stream because he fucking called and interrupted it.
Yeah. He left though. He said like something in chat and left. Anyways, oh, the other thing I have an issue with is console platform exclusives, as well as like retailer exclusives and
retail exclusives really fucking like I
pre-order
get if it's a fucking pre-order exclusives because I know.
I don't actually mind like the timed pre-order exclusives. Like Nuketown Zombies for Black Ops 2 was a timed pre-order exclusive. It's $5, which is a bit overpriced for one Zombies map, but you know, fuck it.
Because
you used to only be able to get the Nuketown Zombies maps from pre-ordering Black Ops 2, but now you can buy it for $5. I don't have as much problem with that as I have pure pre-order exclusives, where it's like you can only get this thing for pre-ordering. As well as because then some people miss out on the content, as well as like fucking retail exclusives are bullshit because again, people are gonna miss out on content no matter what, and they don't even, especially if they're pre-order only retail exclusives, because they don't even know what the content fucking does or plays like or anything like that. So you're just making a blind choice, and you never quite feel like you made the right decision. And what was the other one that I fucking hated? Oh yeah, platform exclusives. Because just because I don't own a PS4 doesn't mean I shouldn't be able to experience the content if I play on PC.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying earlier with the fucking how you can't download any DLC for the Wii U for the Lego games. It's extremely annoying. And I'd just like to say, throughout the stream, if you've heard me chewing, I'm extremely sorry. I was eating dinner. I was eating some steak.
Yeah. I don't know. Is there anything else you really want to say?
I feel like I'm missing something. Fuck.
Yeah, I do too.
Oh, pre-order exclusive content. I don't know if
Yeah.
you talked about this.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
literally just did.
Yeah. For cosmetics, it's okay. For, I just said this because of I have a fucking pamphlet that I stole from Glenn's PS4 version of Overwatch Origins Edition,
Hmm.
which kind of sucks. If you want Overwatch on the console, you have to pay $60, but if you want it on PC, you have to pay 40 or 60.
What?
So that kind of sucks for console users, but yeah, you can only get Origins Edition for Xbox.
No, I
You
got
don't have
I got Origins Edition.
like you for PC you have the option, but if for Xbox and PS4,
Oh, you can
it's
only get that? Yeah, Payday 2 did the same thing. They have Payday 2 Crime Wave Edition. I go to that. Where's images? They had the Payday 2 Crime Wave Edition, which is the only thing you could buy for consoles, and that was $60. Whereas Payday 2 on PC is, I believe, $20.
look.
Fuck, I can't type. I mean, and Overkill, who are the people who made Payday, have done some shitty business things in the past. Like they said they would never add microtransactions, like skins, and then did. It's yeah, but that's besides the point. I'm just using Payday 2 because I know a lot about it. I played it like 300 hours. Yeah, it's $20 on PC and 60 on console, and the console doesn't even work properly. Yeah, Payday 2 Crime Wave Edition. So that's kind of bullshit.
I'd like to add.
Well, I guess the Crime Wave Edition does come with like all of the DLC up to a point, but I believe the GOTY edition of Payday 2
I feel like we didn't talk about
comes with all of that anyways.
I feel like we didn't talk about DLC things that, like for example, Sonic Generations. It has a Casino Nights DLC, which it's just a pinball. It's just a game of pinball. Has nothing to your game. Basically, it's just a small thing that's just say hi to fans and say fuck you and flip them off. I don't know if that's what they were trying to say, but
How much did it cost? Because I have it for I don't see a purchase button.
oh that's because you have it.
No, but you should be able to buy it and gift it to friends anyways.
No, I'm pretty sure it's a pre-order exclusive. Or no, it was a pre-order exclusive for consoles. It doesn't have any games that have DLC.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, Casino Nights DLC was $20.
$20 for a paintball game?
What? Yeah, that's overpriced. I mean, we can sit here and endlessly point out examples of bullshit pricing for DLC content, but I mean,
the final thing that I would like to add is fighting game DLC, which annoys me the most.
like
because you never buy the
characters or what kind of DLC? I don't
adding
like
characters.
cosmetics, but yeah, characters are bullshit.
You should never buy character DLC because they're always going to come a year later and release an ultimate edition of that game with every single piece of DLC.
Well, not just that, but it fucks with the meta because if one of those characters, especially if those characters are better or are iconic or something like that, it becomes an issue for the people who want to play them yet don't have money.
Oh yeah, totally. Because
if they're better than the people without the DLC, because they don't have money for it, are just going to get stomped endlessly by the people who do have the DLC.
Yeah, going back to Smash Bros. When 1.1 came out,
can I make a point here real quick?
Oh shit! Yeah, sorry.
the Payday 2 DLC, Sydney Pack, came with a perk deck called Anarchist. Anarchist perk deck. It is fucking insane. It is the best perk deck in the game. I was struggling on Death Wish before I bought this DLC. I bought this DLC and I didn't go down once. It's fucking bullshit. Like, it's absolutely insane. That perk deck needs to either be rebalanced or not made DLC. Because I can absolutely outlive anybody who doesn't have it.
Also, for Smash Bros. In the update where they released Bayonetta and Corrin, Bayonetta was extremely broken. She had 0 to death combos on every single character. I think when you came over to my house, you saw me practicing 0 to death, and it got so bad that they memed it, because that's all the Smash community knows how to do is fucking make memes of themselves. But they memed it, so it's basic. Like, whenever you went to a tournament, it's just like, oh, pay $5.99 to win. That's all it was. If you got $5.99, you're just gonna fucking win that tournament. And it's just like, it was so bad. It was so bad that they had to fucking nerf it immediately. I think that's the call. That's time. That was our podcast. I'd like to thank you all for joining. And go fuck yourself.